So I was in Los Angeles this weekend, right? I went to go see my nephew play football. And I think I told you guys, sometimes I don't know if I say this on the air or off the air, but my sister invited my cousin to go. And I was like, I haven't seen my cousin. I don't want to sit there and talk to my cousin, right? I've kind of blown off my cousins for a while. And so my cousin showed up. And I'm talking to her for a while. And it's funny how things happen for a reason. I had no idea what she did for a living. Dude, she works with Mr. Beast and PewDiePie.
What?
She runs their social media.
That's
my gosh.
That's amazing.
I'm like, they're like in the news for having the most powerful social media in the world. And she's like, I know. I'm like, can you take a look at my numbers? Here's my email. And then after it's over, she left. I'm like, I haven't heard from her. She hasn't called me today. Why is it like now I want to like?
Right.
Like,
now she gets to blow you off. Right. It's her turn.
I'm like, what? You work with Mr. B? Yeah. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it, man.
That's amazing.
That's super cool.
I know. And my sons, they were like, what? They couldn't believe it, man.
Turns out you did want to talk to your cousin.
Right.
I did. So then, this is what blows me away about Los Angeles. So I was in Los Angeles, I was in San Diego. And in the big news there is all about how electric cars are the thing, right? So in the year 2030, I guess they're going to stop selling gas cars, something like that. I might have the dates wrong, but generally speaking, that's it, right? So they're pushing electric cars. And then everywhere you go, there's signs on the freeway, do not use your electricity from 4 to 9 p.m.
And I don't understand how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Especially if everyone has them.
Right.
There's a heat problem. Don't use your air conditioning. Don't use major appliances. Please do not use your electricity. And they have signs on the freeway telling you, don't use electricity. I'm like, man, I don't know if that's a good sign to be pushing when you're telling everyone to get an electric car.
Right.
No, it's not.
Because what happens if you drive your electric car and you get home from work, you want to plug in.
Right. Yeah, I mean, for me anyway, it takes a good 7-8 hours to charge. So you need that time to charge. You can't just plug it in for 20 minutes and go to work.
No.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work.
They got some issues.
You're like, I can't come into work today. Why? I can't charge my car.
I couldn't charge my car last night because the state doesn't want you to charge the car.
And I heard this morning, like, no end in sight for, like, the hot stuff, like the record temperatures. I think San Francisco was 116.
Oh, I was in San Diego and Los Angeles, and it was miserable.
Yeah.
It was humid. It was hot. It was just miserable. And a lot of those places don't have air conditioning because, they're on the beach, and it was miserable. But anyway, so, then I saw a license plate on the freeway. And this part I couldn't believe. And maybe it's because I'm really superstitious. I mean, I don't even have the iPhone 13 because I'm superstitious, right? I'm waiting for the iPhone 14 as my phone falls apart. I mean, look at, it's like all this stuff's broken.
Isn't it supposed to come out this month? Yeah, that doesn't look good, John.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know. So a car passes me up, and I'm following this car on the freeway for a while. And the license plate is like whatever the first 3 numbers are, and the last 3 numbers are 666. And I'm like, how do you just peace? And I look at the person, they're driving all peaceful. I'm like,
they probably just got it assigned and didn't think twice about it.
I would just be mortified.
I would think twice if that came to my house. I'd be like, yeah, no, we're going to have to do something different. Yeah, I'm going to have to pay for one of those glamour ones or something.
You changed the license plate already because of something, because of the letters that were... Right?
No, I didn't change it because of letters. I really liked the letters. I changed it because we wanted to get one of the license plates where we supported a cause.
Oh, okay.
And when you do that, you just automatically get a new number, and I was actually really bummed about that.
Okay, because I can't remember what the letters were, but I liked it.
It was NWA.org.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's she's original NWA, and there's this little blonde girl driving the car.
At least nobody's going to cut you off in traffic.
No, for real.
Yeah. And then the new license plate came with a different number, and I was like, what?
Super bummed out.
Yeah.
So dealing with a week or so with my son Kemp being in Hawaii, right? So my wife left him there on Wednesday all alone. And he's doing really well. But being stuck in traffic, he FaceTimed us. Actually, he called. And then, so he calls us, and he's like, hey, Mom. He doesn't know that she's in the car with us. So on speakerphone, hey, Mom. I'm trying to make a cauliflower pizza. How do I turn on the oven? Right now, the oldest kid, Jake, and the youngest kid, Dutch, they're like self-sufficient. Like they can live on, Jake was an Eagle Scout. He can do anything. Dutch, he's the youngest kid. No one pays attention. So he's learned how to do everything. Kemp does not know how. He was always playing basketball. He doesn't know how to do any of that stuff. So he's calling his mom, says, how do I turn on the oven? And she's like, okay, baby, put it on 400 degrees. He's like, how? What do I do? She's like, hold on. Let's go to FaceTime. So they go to FaceTime. And so now her screen is so big, she doesn't know how to work FaceTime. So he's telling her how to work FaceTime.
Oh, my God.
She's trying to get him to turn the oven to 400 degrees. And it's like, and I'm driving and going, are you kidding me right now, you two? Like, are you kidding me?
You shouldn't be so shocked. You used your oven to keep papers in.
I kept mortgage papers and I kept my shoes in there.
What?
When I was single, before I got married, I bought a condo and I was getting food at a restaurant. So I just kept the oven. I thought I'll keep all my important papers in here so no one's ever going to use this.
So if Kemp called you, hey, Dad, how do I
know how to turn on the oven.
All right.
That's actually surprising.
That is surprising.
Hey, then he called back later and he's like, hey, I used the toaster oven. Right? And we were like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, what's the toaster oven?
Oh, my gosh.